but it wouldn't be nothing, nothing without a woman or girl. Ooh, you see, man made the car to take us over the road. Man made the train.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Purpose and passion loading. It's my time. You did not. Wow.
We live.
Happy Thursday. They never know we were live. They will. This
My
is
Miles Boss boys live.
We having a good time already.
It's our Friday. That's why.
Yep.
Happy Friday Eve.
Okay.
Happy Friday Eve, y'all. Listen, welcome to the
I moved
Kings
the wrong way.
Drinking at work.
Cutting Board.
I don't drink at work, sir.
We appreciate y'all tuning in, joining us on a new night. Same dope energy.
Yeah, man.
Same real topics.
Woo.
Same love and appreciation for everybody that tunes in and watches us, whether it's live tonight or whether you're catching this on a replay. Listen, before we get started, if you would, please like, love, follow, and share us on our social media platforms. You can find us on Facebook at Kings with an apostrophe S, Cutting Board Podcast. Also on YouTube at The Kings Board 2024. Thank you in advance for that. Like I said, we are the Kings Cutting Board Podcast. We came together almost like the super friends, if you will.
Yeah, I would consider it that.
You know what I mean? Something like that, with the express purpose of doing something that we felt needed to be done, but no one else was doing. There's a lot of talk out there on social media platforms, especially as it pertains to relationships, particularly as it pertains to Black men and Black women. The overwhelming majority of it we thought was negative.
Facts.
Right? And so instead of that too,
both,
which we're not, right? Instead of just talking about it, we decided to be about it. So we came together, we created a platform specifically with the intent of lending perspective, lending voice, right? Yeah. Talking about the hopes, the fears, the thoughts, the dreams of Black men, so that Black women could understand what often isn't said. In the process, we want to make sure that we encourage people to lean in, right? To talk to understand and truly listen to each other in the hope of promoting Black love, specifically between Black men and Black women.
Yep.
Sometimes it's funny.
Sometimes it's funny.
Sometimes it's serious.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get in trouble for pounding on the table.
You do.
But please know that we're always passionate about what we talk about. We're always the first partakers. The topics that we bring to this platform really are a byproduct of the conversation that we have amongst ourselves. We all count ourselves really, really fortunate to have real adult, mature conversations.
Absolutely.
Tonight's is one of those nights, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And we always do our homework. We always prepare for the show. And so before we get started, let's go around the table. Let's introduce, ladies and gentlemen, happy Thursday evening. My name is Victor Vaughn. The gentleman across the table from me, and what's that? A turquoise, sea foam. You're killing it, bro.
Green, man. That's all I know, man.
Goes by.
Yeah, choir boy Bruce Bailey. What's happening, y'all?
The one and only, extremely talented, is the Bruce Bailey. The lady sitting to his left, his other half, he would say better half.
Absolutely. I would too.
Powerful.
You would, wouldn't you?
I would.
Goes
Princess
by.
D, Coach Princess D.
And then we have a guest with us this evening.
Special guest, man.
That I'm gonna let Bruce introduce in just a second. But this gentleman is not just a guest; he's family, literally.
Absolutely.
An award winner, recent award winner.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
And so I'll just set this up very quickly and give this man his flowers along with the gentleman that starred with him in this phenomenal documentary. If you have not heard it, seen it, although literally the entire world is talking about it, there's a powerfully profound documentary that you can find out, I know, specifically on the Netflix platform. Is that correct?
Straight up.
Called Daughters, just literally Daughters. I'm sure you can probably pirate it too on whatever streaming service you have, but definitely Netflix. We'll talk about what the purpose of this documentary was, but please know this: it was so powerful, it was so profound that it was literally just recently named Shine Global announced Daughters as a grand prize winner of the 2024 Resilience Award.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm already about
My
to be
cousin the
emotional.
star.
Yeah.
Huh?
Really?
I'm
I'm already emotional at the very thought of that.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we
Like
go.
seriously.
Here we go.
Somebody get us some tissue.
Yeah, it's up.
But what's ironic is I told y'all that I don't understand why people cry. But once you said that right there, it hit me.
Nah, that attached to my name though. That's what's crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he ready
Like-
to go.
like-
He
like-
ready to go.
like-
Look,
Already. I was just thinking that.
nah, just
Like,
for me,
let's
like
just
just to
go.
hear that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
I ain't
Reality
never
said
think
that.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
shit real.
Because to
Wow.
your point, so often, and we got to introduce this.
We
We
gotta-
already jumping into it, but I will say this real quick. Was what I was going to close out with before handing over to Bruce. Is I think it's so dope that you all were awarded after you already won, like one in terms of life.
Yeah.
But
Y'all going in
real
already?
talk.
Yeah. that's
So
what it's about.
often our stories, Black folks, especially Black men, especially under these circumstances, like nobody, it doesn't matter. Nobody
Yeah.
gives a damn.
Yeah.
So for it to just be caught and capture those moments, to be out there, and to just get traction with our people, because
Mhm.
everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
To winning an award is all together. So let's go ahead and give this award winner his props and his
Definitely,
due. So Bruce, why don't
But
you
we always
introduce
lay
this?
some foundation as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'll let Bruce go take it.
So I'm gonna tell you what's ironic, right? So when we heard about the show, I don't even think we knew Gerard was on the show.
we did not.
So
I
we.
didn't even
I was
know.
actually at a cookout.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So,
So
as a matter of
yeah.
fact, tell
You
that
want me to tell the
story. Yeah, tell that story.
So I was actually at. Oh no, it was my birthday. So
It was.
shout out to Chloe Perry. She
What's up,
she
Chloe?
threw a party. Chloe Perry threw a party. Right. It was my birthday, so we were all sitting chilling, and we was having a very serious discussion. It was me and two other young ladies, Tania P. It was P there, and it was Shawnee Hart. Right. Shout out to both of you if you're watching. So we were all talking, and they were just like, we was just so proud of where we were in life. You know what I mean? And they were like, wait, did you see the show Daughters? And I'm like, no. And they started talking about it, and they was like, oh my God, it brought tears to my eyes. So I was like, okay, because Bruce and I, when we hear somebody give a Netflix, recommendation, we make sure we go watch it. So that was something we added to our list. But I didn't waste time. As soon as I got home, I turned it on, right? So I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking to myself, what is emotional about this story? And we'll get into it, right? But as I'm watching it, thinking about these young men, I see my cousin. It changed the
That's crazy.
trajectory of the show and made me just be like, wow, Gerard was
Had
on
to
it.
lean in.
Now,
Had to
I
lean
can
in.
give some real foundation because I called Gerard my favorite cousin, but when my son got murdered, Gerard was there every day,
Gerard was
checking on
calling
me,
every day.
bringing me
Gerard
large
was calling-
prayers.
I started
You know
to get
what I
concerned.
mean?
I'm like, who is this Gerard?
Yeah,
Oh, you thought she was
Is you
lying?
cheating on me? Like, what's happening?
But I'm
right?
gonna tell you the irony in that, right? Sometimes we judge our young men, right? And because of this life that Gerard lived, he wouldn't be somebody I would have expected to be there for me like that.
Yeah,
And just
true.
a moment ago, before we got downstairs, I told him, I said, Gerard, I see your life changing. I feel his heart. Like when I say that God's grace is on your life, you know what I mean? And I don't mean to preach. This is no
No, it's
preaching
all right.
platform, but it come out, right?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I said, it's something about you, Gerard. Like everybody love you. And I'm one of those people who really sincerely love you. Like we ain't got to talk every day, but we already know where we stand. When my son passed, you were there, Gerard. You didn't have to be. You could have been out in the street somewhere. But people, when they look at you, they think you that guy. That's not you.
Yeah.
But I'm a scale it back
you
a
know we
little
on
bit.
the clock, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pass it along, but I just had to give some foundation to why we're here today. So this is like my real blood cousin, my little cousin. I ain't gonna tell you a Tandy story, but I feel honored to have you on this platform today.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna just go ahead and turn it over to the Kings.
So I really want to get into it by allowing really
Oh, I ain't even finished the story.
Gerard. You didn't. That's what
But
we
go
was
ahead.
kind of waiting for.
Okay, so yeah, I was like, oh, my cousin is on here. So I called him, y'all. I said, Gerard, you was on TV. This dude said, for real? Yes, you're on a
They
show
ain't have a
called
clue.
Daughters.
They
He
ain't have a
had
clue.
no clue. And I said, you didn't see it? He said, well, somebody did say, call me and say something about it, but he ain't even see the show yet.
Yeah.
Right. And he was like, and I was like, but wait, you out now? He was like, yeah, you know, he told me the time span. He was like, it was about a year ago. But I'm like, you didn't even call us. Oh, I heard nothing about you even being filmed while you were incarcerated. Right. So it was such a shock to me. I said, we about to blow up. And then, you know, me joking. I said, Gerard, I needed his first episode to be on this show. And he said, I got you, cuz. He said, I got you, cuz. So we honored to have you here today.
Absolutely.
I want to lead off with giving Gerard really an opportunity to kind of tell some of your background, like even before the whole Netflix piece, before the incarceration, like kind of tell us or tell them who Gerard is.
First, I'm a father, right? Like, it's like I'm a book, right? Like, I can't even describe it. I know how I said, but I can't, right? Because, like, it's shocking. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's shocking because, like, why I really come, like, now both parents in the house just going through shit.
Can I just say, we need a few episodes for him. I know his story.
Like,
that's a few episodes. So we're going to try to summarize it.
Yeah, like, just going through shit, been shot numerous times. Flying through windows, you know what I'm saying? Like losing people back to back, getting locked up. So when I got locked up, that's the best thing to happen. Wow. Not to sound ignorant, but
no, I mean, I could.
That's the most
ignorant at all.
When I was locked up, I was so peaceful.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it weren't for that, I'd be dead.
How many times have you been incarcerated?
That was my second time.
I'm gonna tell you what's ironic about that, because sometimes when Devon was out there, I felt like jail would be the safest place for him.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
And I actually can attest to that even with my son.
Theoretically, it's not correct, but I just felt like that.
Biblical context to that. That's definitely.
You got a good point. You got a good point.
But because you think as a parent, right? Especially when you talk about raising boys, and you think about them being out there, it's always something in your back, because that's like the worst call you can ever get.
Listen, I never thought I would get that call.
And I had an opportunity to experience that when Dot received that call, and it was definitely something different. And I never wanted to experience that. So one of the things for me that I used to always not necessarily pray about, ask for, but just like I just wanted my son to be safe.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Like what would put him in a safe environment?
Right.
Not that jail is the place you go to for refuge.
Right.
But at the end of the day,
relative, though.
It's relative. You know what I'm saying?
When you live in a street, like when you live in a certain type of lifestyle, like certain motherfuckers ain't gonna say it, but sometimes you need that.
You just said when Drew came out here with his titties out.
My bad.
You good, you right?
Yeah, so like different stuff, like with a certain lifestyle you live in, like sometimes like. My whole family told me, Gerard, you gotta get out the streets. Gerard, you gotta, but
that's all y'all hear.
I'm trying, right? But y'all don't know, like
it's a
that
pool.
Shit like fitting off. Like for you to be, I'm sorry, for you to be like living a certain type of lifestyle, and then you make a change, it gets scary. But
absolutely.
To somebody on the outside, they like it's easy. But that's just like a alcoholic that been drinking, trying to stop drinking.
Absolutely.
So like when I got locked up, I ain't had no choice but to, meet myself.
Right.
I'm peaceful. I was healthy. Like
that's good.
I had time to think. It was nice. I cried. I let people down. I thought about a rack of dumb stuff I did. So when I was in there, I just came up with a plan. Like
that's good.
Like I used that time. I was mad I was away, but it was just like I was on vacation to be better.
How long was you in?
I did 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Yeah.
Away from your daughter. What was you and your daughter's relationship like before you got incarcerated?
But Janai's my oldest, so everybody that know me know that's my baby. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I heard it up.
Yeah.
Because when I was in the streets blind, like the streets that had you, like you forget about yourself though.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can be like I know I got kids, but me being outside, caught up in a lifestyle, I neglect them being selfish.
But let me ask you this question, because I think about my brother, right?
Yeah.
And when he was out there, he really wasn't considering himself, but it seemed like he had the family at the forefront of his brain. But that's all he knew to make a quick living for his family. Like he now,
but see, that bring because you know Antoine, that's my dog,
right?
Like man, Antoine, that's who they say, baby Antoine. Oh, like this generation, right?
I find it in the name.
Nah, but like I understand,
he
like
somewhere with it.
When Antoine early 4th of July, he buying fireworks and all that. He with the family.
Everybody looking up. Yeah.
That's a relief to Antoine.
Correct.
He happy hanging outside. Like we get happy that we not like don't nobody want to walk around with a gun all day. Right. You can't even wear certain stuff. Right. You can't go to certain places. Like when Antoine come around and do stuff like that, that's the only piece he got.
Well, you blessing some people today.
And then like the rest of the days, that man really in the field.
I know. White tee all day. White tee, violent jeans every day.
He really in the field. So when he come around, I notice when he come, he just so geeking to get back to that. Like he'll leave his family. Yeah. But he not saying that I just left my family. Because he only know one lifestyle.
But can I just say this? The family probably don't make it any better. Because now you taking me back to them days where he would call me. Now, granted, I was even in church at this time, right? He would call me and be like, but listen, you stupid. He'll call me and be like, your rent paid? Nah, dropping stacks. Like, I was telling Bruce back then, I didn't need a boyfriend. I had my brother. That's how he was.
So, but you still had a boyfriend, though.
Ho, that's what.
Oh, my fault.
But my point is, what he did was for his. He felt like it was for his family, but I rarely saw. You know,
it's a common theme. I have a big homie. We'll leave the names out, right, to protect. I'm proud of him though, because he's out. Like, not too many people get to retire from that lifestyle. Yeah, right. Especially the way that he moved. And I never forget, I was a youngin'. I was maybe like 20.
And he said it was a youngin'.
20. Like he's so old.
And I was getting at him one day, and we were talking about he had bought this house, but nobody knew where it was. And he was telling me about all the security he had set up on the house, right? And he was like, "Yeah, I don't let anybody know." He had other houses, but nobody knew where this house was for his protection and theirs.
Right.
And I just remember thinking, like, man, I couldn't live like that. And I remember him saying, "You shouldn't live like this." Yeah. But I also remember all the people that were dependent on.
Could we pause 1 second? I gotta get a shout out to my Aunt Deborah, his mother, who's tuned in right now. Aunt Deborah, I love you. You my favorite aunt. I hope no other aunt is watching, but she my favorite aunt.
I love you, Mama.
I do love her. She cute.
And this is it led me to think about this, right? Something, because we talk about accountability, right? Especially for men, especially for Black men, right? And I love the accountability that these brothers had in this documentary. Yes. First to themselves, that was awesome. Right? Then right to their role as fathers.
Yeah, that wasn't easy to do either, though.
I believe you.
That wasn't easy.
You could meaning what?
What? Explain.
Like accepting the fact, like as a man, that you left your kids, or you hurt your family, like
the only time you get to see.
Because like you will really think about it, like stuff was done for us. Yeah, like it was fun because you in the limelight, you absolutely. In it. But once you out of it and look, you be like you dumb. Like I look at my situation, I got shot 4 times, right? And I lost 4. I lost 4 people. The next day, but go ahead. I lost 4 people in 2 years due to gun violence. Jesus. One time they get shot, right? Long live Lance, long live Deuce, long live Dirk, man. So I lost 2 brothers in 2 years. They both got shot one time. Wasn't in the streets. Ain't do nothing, right? Exactly. I got shot 4 times. I still got a bullet in my head. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I got hit in my stomach. Ain't nothing wrong. So now I'm fighting with. I really was in the streets. They wasn't. Right. Why not me? Yeah. So once I thought like that, I'm like, it's a reason. Yeah. So now I start changing. Like I do different stuff now. Like just do different. Just
master coffee maker.
Yeah,
huh? He's not a coffee maker. Yeah. Get it straight. What's your title?
Barista.
Yeah,
barista.
There's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference. Y'all better know we got baristas.
We went through a whole class for this, a whole college session.
So let me ask you a question on just what you was just talking about. What was like the most challenging aspect of being separated from your daughter for 3.5 years, knowing that wow, I could have did this way differently. Like, what was the most challenging part?
It hurt a lot because I got more than just Janai, so it was from different angles. Like,
absolutely.
How many kids do you have?
I got 6.
How many girls? How many boys?
I got 4 girls, 2 boys.
Wow.
So like,
when you caught up with me. Oh, never mind, go ahead.
That family busy, y'all.
So like,
4th of July was lit.
You hear me?
Glad
we got a corner lot.
Yeah, so like, it's basically like you just gotta really accept that you effed up. Like you gotta really you gotta man up and just be like, it ain't worth it. Like all the stuff I was chasing in the streets, all the stuff I've been through, you would have thought I had a house, a Lamborghini. Like I just went through all that and ain't getting nothing out of it. So I'm like, now I'm gonna take my street finesse and how like I used to finesse with the drugs and all that. Now I'm gonna go finesse the LLC and I'm gonna do it like that. Yeah. I'm gonna keep that concept. I'm gonna do it for
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's harder because it's the right way. So I already know what's gonna happen if I go that way. And I feel like I don't got no more chances. If I get shot or something again, I ain't gonna make it.
Yeah. Can I submit to you that it's not hard, it's just different.
It is.
Yeah, and it's hard accepting different.
He got no come back on that. This is my cousin.
Clearly. So how was it for you? Because I know there was a time where you wanted to connect. You wanted to keep that connection with your daughter, right? Mm-hmm. How was it maintaining some sense of connection with your daughter while you was incarcerated?
I just I really like I was writing like I was probably spending like $100 on stamps a month.
That's real though. Like, and that's a little different when you're incarcerated.
Yeah, so like I'm writing. That's all I do. I just write. Okay. Like just write and just think and stay to myself. You know what I'm saying? Just like
was she writing back?
She did once, but I can't get mad.
Right.
I can't. I just gotta accept it. So that just make me know next time I do something stupid, like, do I want to go back to that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I love my struggle. I love everything I've been through.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if it weren't for that, I want to be who I'm about to be.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's about to be lit though.
You already that though.
So like,
that is wholesome.
I'm just for sure, straight up. So like, we can be business partners. So I'm still going with the flow now.
Yeah.
Like I never thought I'd have a job.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a 4-time convicted felon.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's a whole nother episode right there.
And on my job where I'm at next month, I take my shift supervisor test, like just to hear that, get that email. Like I don't even know how to check emails, cuz. I'm like, how you reply? Like they like subject, and I'm texting when I'm saying in the subject.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So like it feel cool for me now to check my email.
Right.
Like doing something different, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It feel good to like set up a direct deposit.
Yeah.
You know, we put money like in a shoebox or something like that. So like
the rubber band.
Hey, you treated me the other day. Was like, what you want? Cause I want that. I want that.
So like now I can walk around with 10 bands.
Yeah.
And the police can't take it.
Oh,
yeah, here go. Yeah. I got all my credentials. So like back then, if I'm walking around with that, they can take it.
Yeah. I want to encourage, man,
you know what I'm saying?
For any folks that are tuning in tonight, man, or know people that maybe have been incarcerated. Yo, it's not too late.
Yeah, get them grace.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because
I
saw, because a lot of times, and I know even here recently I've been talking to my son and I shared this with you. He just feel like he lost hope. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a struggle for him. But I always tell Di, I said for every choice you make, it's gonna come with an invoice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Every choice you make is gonna come with an invoice.
Yeah.
So now you gotta determine, like Gerard did, whether or not I want to dig myself out of this hole I put myself in.
No doubt about it.
You know what I'm saying? So I know you had something. You said you was curious about.
Yeah, no. So I'm curious, right? Having 6 kids. You said so 4 girls, 2 boys.
Yeah.
So I only have girls, right? I know what that's like. You have both.
Yo.
You know what I mean? You have boys. Was the because really what I want to circle back is to the accountability part, right? Like I have to give you your props because it's a lot of people, specifically men, that never take that look in the mirror and own their. I'm not gonna curse. So was there a difference in the pool, right? When you thought about your daughters versus your sons, if that makes sense, right? Because it's different.
It's different.
You know what I mean? So
it's
I will say, I think it benefits any dude that's worth a damn. Is beneficial to have a daughter because they have this access to us in a way.
Yeah,
Man, they move
extra.
us, they pull on us in a way nothing else.
Facts.
They get us right. Absolutely.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, when we talked about this, I'm gonna come to you in a second. Oftentimes, like I've been in relationships where women that I love were jealous of how I was with my daughters. When you real with it, it's easier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's easier, but there's females in general, but our babies and the women's that we're purposed to love pull on us and change us in a way that nothing else does. So I'm just curious, right?
Yeah.
When you were inside and you were looking yourself in the mirror and you were coming to these conclusions, right? That how you moving wasn't going to work, especially being away from your daughter. Was it a difference when you thought about your daughters versus your sons?
I mean,
that's a great question.
Yeah. So it's like, not to sound biased or nothing, but I worry about my son. I love my daughters.
You worry about your sons. That's good.
I go.
Now
like,
hold up.
No disrespect. Like, not to sound ignorant, my daughters, I'm going back. You know what I'm saying? For my sons, I'm going back, but I worried about my sons more than my daughters.
I don't want nobody to miss that.
You going where I'm going.
Yeah.
So let me because we talk about, right? We often talk about the fact that ladies, you all do not understand the value and the power that's in the heart and mind of the right man. Let me say this because it's not, but it's not equal and it's not supposed to be. So that's why I was going to and then you can jump back to him.
I actually approve of what he said. Like, I worry about my sons, but I absolutely think about my daughters a little differently.
Way different.
You know what I'm saying? Like you certainly don't worry about your daughters as much as you would your sons, because being a man is something totally different. Coming out the womb as a black man, we already on like lookout. You know what I'm saying? So when you got a daughter and you understand the value as a man coming up as a black man, now you protect her. You the protector.
No doubt about it.
I know that was different, but I just wanted to peel that out. But definitely speak on that, Doc.
So my sons, by me being in there, I be so much worried about them because I ain't even there to teach them the right. And you know how I go. Most of the times when a father ain't around, a mother got boyfriends.
Yeah.
So now, say if the lifestyle I'm trying to get away from, she got a boyfriend that's in that lifestyle, and I ain't there to do nothing.
Yeah.
Versus my daughter, I know they always gonna live with their mother.
Yeah.
So it's a difference. So if my son deal with their mothers and I ain't there, and that man in the household around him more than me, he got more influence.
Yeah.
So I be worried, and I ain't there.
That's
you know what I'm saying. Like I can get on the phone all day and be like, you better straighten up at school. But when he go home, his mother letting her boyfriend discipline him, like, you know what I'm saying. But I'm just saying something. But he right there showing action.
Right.
So I worry about that because now I gotta worry about my father gone. Now this man talking to me like this. Now they might feel like I let him down. I don't care because of how the man treat him.
Yeah.
But no, actually, it ain't there.
So can I ask a question of clarity for my sake?
For sure.
Listening with a female ear, right?
Yeah.
You say you worry about your sons more than you do your daughters.
Yeah.
Can you bring clarity to that in some context?
Far as just like life period, like.
Why do you think that's the case?
So because
I bet you all do.
Because because like even with males period, right? Because this ain't even just all about dudes being in the streets.
I get it.
Because you got good dudes and stuff still happening to them.
That's
right. That's another thing I worry about.
Right.
Yep.
Like now I'm going to work, I'm changing my life. Like, oh, dudes going like it's gonna come. Like it's already been coming. Like, so like that's hard.
I get it, but,
you know what I'm saying?
let me just point my finger back to the premise of why we're here, right? We're talking about daughters, and I think what's so pivotal about what all three of you said was that you worry about your sons, more than you worry about your daughter.
I'm a guess because I don't have any sons. Okay, but I want to see if I can. What I would say is
I gotta go somewhere after you finish too.
What I would say, the worry is different.
I believe it.
And because it's different in its intensity.
Well, the love not different.
The love not different. No. But I think.
Let me guess. And I just want, because I don't have a son. But when I think about it, as a father of daughters, generally speaking, my biggest fear, worry, or concern, if I have one, is that she gets pregnant, or she gets taken advantage of, hurt, abused, or something. But our son's out here dying.
I believe that. So, can I pause for one second? Because I have a question for him. Because he's a girl dad.
I'm a whole girl dad.
Right? I don't see you being like they are with their girls. Because the way you are with your girls, Bruce is a little different with his girls, right?
As far as what?
I don't want to go into details, but what I would say is that he don't have sons, right? So
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, when it comes to his protection for his kids, all he have is the version of those girls, and the relationship is a little bit more delicate. But once you get sons, I have sons.
Right.
So if I had a daughter, she will probably be a tad bit in trouble, if that makes sense.
So I think
and I'll add some context to that after you finish.
I'm just kind of going back to what Gerard said, and I really feel him on this, because the word worry and concern, while subtle, they're quite different.
No doubt about it.
Thank you for
what I'm saying. So while I worry about my son, I'm concerned about my daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, like we just had a conversation in the car. You said, I'm not going through her phone. Like I ain't.
Yeah, he don't want to know.
He ain't worried about that.
Yeah.
But he concerned though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
look at your. That's why I'm fixing myself up, right? Because like my oldest daughter, like she took like. The little boy she talked to, like, really was me when I was little.
See what I'm saying?
So that's why I gotta change what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
Because like, girls love their father. So whatever their father do, they like. Like when my daughter get in the car, we chilling, like I can feel her like staring at me, like she admire me, so she gonna want to do like her father.
Yep.
So if I'm still showing her in the streets and I'm doing this street activity and all that, she gonna attract them type of dudes. So that's why I said I gotta give up.
Yeah,
I gotta change it.
I like it.
So when she said I want to do like my father, he got like 2 business. He about to open up one and be part owner.
Right. I know that's right.
Not like he just bought 2 pounds of Zara and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Preaching
for real, bro.
Nah, you preaching.
I agree.
Real talk.
But that's why when Victor once said that every man should have a daughter, right? A daughter probably would change a man.
There's no doubt about it.
Any child change a man.
Any child change a man, but that relationship.
I think that daughter is different though.
When I say my mother would attest that my father is my favorite, she would think so. Now, granted, I love my parents differently, right? Like you talk about son and daughter, same thing with parents. But everybody would think my dad is my favorite. But my dad have never looked down on me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like my dad has never made me feel that I failed. Even in my worst moment, my dad made me feel like you're a princess.
This is for me, right? My daughters, they access and pull on a
different
part of me, right? So I don't have sons, but I have nephews who I love like they're my sons, right? They're my lineage. You know what I mean? So, but those girls, like, man, you can find the most hardcore dude. You have a daughter that she loves. She gonna sit still while she combs his hair, or put Borettes in. You know what I'm saying? Or want to watch Hello Kitty or whatever.
Yeah,
like in a way in which you facts. You know what I'm saying? It's that it's innate. It's built in. It's something, and it pulls us to another part of ourselves that nothing. I'm telling you.
But guess what?
Nothing else,
it's
especially in our younger days. There that
validates us. Facts. You know what I mean? So like this morning when I was thinking like, what value could I bring to this show, right? I started thinking about how my father validates me. Like I have a contentment even to this day just because of how my father loves me. Absolutely. And sometimes they say,
let me ask you a question real quick. That's why you with Bruce.
I agree.
You ain't with no street dude. You with somebody that remind you of your father.
I agree.
That go back to what I was saying.
Correct. And then he always say this, like when I first met Bruce, Antoine told him, She a dude, right?
Yeah, he said. So I said, she moved like a dude.
I'm like, how my brother gonna say that?
Because it's the truth.
Yeah, you know he gonna say whatever.
He
gonna say whatever.
But no, my point about this is I have my dad is there. My mom, dad, original mom, dad, they're still together, right? My dad was there.
Yeah.
I have sons, right?
Yeah.
I'm still a life full of men. So of course I'm walking around with confidence and feeling men validate women. And sometimes women get offended by the term weak aggressive.
Fathers validate daughters more so.
Absolutely.
And furthermore,
that's why he can't take me to Red Lobster.
That's the one.
Really?
That's the one validation.
Right. No,
she just don't. She just dead. That's the one validation for a daughter.
Yeah.
That they will never like to be without.
That was,
you follow what I'm saying?
There were several moments in the documentary that grabbed me, right? So from the beginning, if you're not clear daughters, it's a documentary.
Please go watch it.
Absolutely.
Watch it.
I don't want to give.
They just got an award.
He'll be on that Joe looking for Gerard.
But it is.
He got the Muslim Scully on.
It's a documentary built.
Tell him get it straight.
Built around an event called Date with Dads, and it was literally
that joint was hot.
It was literally about daughters or fathers who were incarcerated, who came actually into the facility to have a dance a day with their dads. What I love was a couple things. Is that it was a program that was initiated by the daughters. You know what I mean?
Right.
Wanting to, saying that.
Yeah.
Another thing that's really profound, right? Because kids don't think like us in a good way. As adults, we think about, oh man, it's the rules and it's a jail. They're not gonna let me in. And the little girls were just like, well, let us go in.
Yeah.
Because they don't know they don't know those limitations.
None.
You know what I mean?
Was no fear.
And what I love listening to the daughters' backstories, regardless of how long their fathers have been away, right? In some instances, regardless of, some of them were even saying, I don't even remember what my dad looks like.
Wow. But your dad is always your hero.
Still wanted to get to their
hero.
fathers.
Yes.
And then I love the teaching, right? The dialogue that y'all were having when y'all were in group sessions. First of all, for the accountability, because being a man ain't about, right, what we carry between our legs. It's really truly about accountability. And to your point, it's a lot of quote unquote good dudes who are suckers for real because they don't have any accountability. They don't have any morals. Yeah, they don't have any principles. But the fact that you all were willing to take that look in the mirror, right? Spurned on because of your daughters, and move different and change different, to the point of, so it was a couple things that I wrote down that were said. One was really profound. It said, when our families are intact, our community is strong.
Facts.
Right? We have to, I'm not going to go off too far into this, but I think a piece of this that's not talked about enough is the role that women play in this, right? And knowing and understanding, if we keep it a buck, right? Money doesn't make the world go round. Vagina does. Men do what they do to access vagina. If I can keep it 100, right? And so when we think about dudes that's gone away, absolutely they did it for money. But at the root of that, right? And oftentimes there's a whole lot of women that were moving, be it mothers, right? Be it children's mothers, girlfriends, whatever the case may be, that were really okay with all the activity that was going on as long as they were benefiting from it financially.
I know you were going at first.
I think this was a premise of move, but let me say this. Every ill that our people have, this is hypothetical, could be solved by the consolidation of women in this sense. If women said there will be no access to vagina to men who don't have a job, who don't take care of their children, right?
We good.
That's your way.
He going there.
You understand what I'm saying? It'll be nothing but a whole generations of black men that are squares. Because
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you. And I want to hear more from.
But can I just comment off of what he said? Because I wanted to say this when he first was talking, when I asked you to throw it back to me. But Gerard, so when we talk about how, I don't even remember what I was going to say.
So Gerard,
because I'm thinking about
you can jump back in later on. Yeah?
Say your last comment real quick.
I was just saying
what, because I was thinking about two different things.
as a man, we have to ultimately be accountable like he was.
I know what I was.
But there's some shared accountability in which
the family, correct?
Which y'all co-signing okay with.
I was just thinking about this when we talked about how my brother was to us. It was acceptable as long as he was taking care of the family, right? And we also are not thinking about if we're condoning this exactly, and we just taking. You know what I mean? We're playing a part of it. We happy. If we keep condoning it and taking stuff from y'all seeing us smiling. Listen, my rent was behind. He coming with a three stocks like
brown bags.
That's what I'm saying. I was taking part of that money, and I ain't gonna lie, we was putting it in the offering at church.
Yeah. So because we gotta provide.
Well, yeah, and then even with my mom, like we all were taking a part of that, and you ain't dumb. You know what I mean? You know what they doing, but you sitting there condoning it. So I think it's just a community thing. Like we all play a part of that.
I agree. So 3.5 years in, you get released.
Mm-hmm.
How was the relationship, or how has the relationship changed or evolved with your daughter after 3.5 years in?
Shit, not just her. I'm in contact with all my kids.
Okay,
right.
But
I gotta keep pointing that out.
I'm glad you pointed that out. So, and while the show was
so like at first when I was living like that, and when I came home, I ain't gonna lie, when I first came home, I just like I had to catch myself.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So like, but recently once I started working just out the blue, like I can text all my kids, like we can talk, like.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like it's because maybe like the mother's like, oh, he doing better.
Right.
So I had to analyze and really think and not be selfish. Like, man, this chick won't give my kids. Let me see my kids. But I'm riding around with guns. I'm hanging.
And that's another piece of it.
Yeah, I'm hanging. So now I feel better because I ain't mad. That's why I couldn't get them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with me changing, just like different stuff just started happening.
So specifically speaking, with regards to your oldest daughter was how old when you went in?
So now I was like, she's 16 now. So now I was like 10.
Wow.
Like
she's 16 now. She was 10. Like, so when she got out, she was 13, 14?
Yeah.
13, 14. So did you see a difference? Because I know you had contact with her prior to going in.
Yeah.
Right? Less contact while you was in.
Yeah.
Now you out. Did you see like a change, an evolution in terms of your relationship? And I'm just focusing on her because that's who came down. That's what the show was about.
No problem. Like it's a difference. Like sometimes I really get in my feelings, like because like if I tell her do something or something, or like if I'm talking to her response and how she act to me is not what I want. But I can't accept for her to obey me and listen and be cool with me when I hurt her feelings for being in the streets all them years. That's, you know what I'm saying? So she like, you been gone, then you think you gonna come here and tell me go to school? You gotta think like that. Like she not listen to me being disobedient. Right. She really don't know me for real.
I just want to commend you.
She don't know me for real.
That's mature to accept.
You know what I'm saying?
What? Yeah, you gotta swallow that.
It's not just maturity.
Right.
I'm gonna keep going back to accountability, right? Yeah. Because really being a man is mature. It's about owning and carrying your stuff and understanding that your need and your capacity to fix it and address it, right? And then it requires emotional intelligence because a lot of dudes would just get mad at that. You know what I mean? For what they've been through and where they are.
Well, it's a level of guilt. Still, they allow that level of guilt to make them feel.
But I think what's key is.
No, I ain't gonna act like it took me a long time to get like this though.
Absolutely.
And like now I know like I'm mad. Like, man, if I was like this and had this mentality, like when I was like,
listen,
time lost.
It don't take incarceration to feel like that though. We was just saying
like younger, or like just had somebody to really like just holler at me and talk. Cause like now, like people just need to talk, bro. But so many dudes, like even my guys I used to hang with in the street, like you don't want to cry, like you don't want to show your emotions. That's what make us go grab them drinks and lunch out.
Yeah, yeah, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? Because we got so much emotion that we go talk to our man like he gonna clown me or something. Guess what? If I cry in front of you, if you can't take my criticism, I can't take yours. You're not my friend.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you what's interesting about what he just said, because we typically, the older guys typically have conversation with the younger guys, right? And what we converse about sometimes is how in our generation coming up, our peers always held us accountable.
Yeah.
Now y'all had respect back in the day though. I remember when I was coming up, the old heads used to tell me, if you don't come outside to school out.
Yeah.
Now I don't even respect these old heads.
Wow.
Because y'all don't even got no y'all don't even respect yourselves.
Yeah.
So like if we had that in this generation, we gonna get it though.
Yeah.
Like we gonna do it. Like if you don't go to school, don't come outside.
So
now you outside, watch drug activity going on, all that. Yeah. Now you caught up in it. The dudes that sliding for them to get hit, ain't gonna get hit. They gonna hit. That's why they hit them kids.
And what I so highly respect about you is that you taking that role on. Of being that next,
so
that bridge, if you will,
because I really come from, and like most of the older dudes that talk to me, I really want to try to hear him.
Yeah,
because nigga, you bluffing.
Yeah,
you saying you doing this and doing that. Like I'm watching you because that's how I was coming up. I was real observant.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like, you ain't know nothing. Like when I start going out talking to these youngins, like I got something to tell them. Like you can read my background.
Yeah, been there, done
I got
that.
wounds, like, and I'm sincere.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say nothing just so you can be like, oh, he cool. It's either you're gonna like it or not.
Yeah.
But when something happen, I'm gonna come up. You're gonna be like, G-Rod was right.
I got a question.
Because I really know what's going on.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I've really been through it. Like, I understand you, Sean.
And it makes a difference.
Like, I understand, like, you gotta be outside in the hallway brushing your teeth with a bottle of water and a travel size toothpaste.
Listen.
Like I know how I feel, bro. Like, just to ride the bus all the way around to everybody come outside because you ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I got a question. Crazy. Do you the irony, because I've lived through a few generations at this point, right? And oftentimes our children feel like we've never been where he is when they see how successful we are today. Like even Victor has told us stories about how he grew up and where he is now in corporate America. Yeah. If you had to get advice from Victor, right, and you probably a little mature now, right? But would you feel like he was just like you? Or had any type of similarities?
Hell no.
I ain't been around long enough. Like we ain't had no dialogue with us, so I can't even judge him.
I get it, but what I'm saying is, what's funny is I think about like Bruce's relationship with his son. It's almost like Bruce has not always been like this. You understand that? Like I have not always been like I am.
But like who
I guess my point
is
about saying this is
your trauma.
Yeah. I get it, and my point about saying this is sometimes you may like young guys feel like I would never be like you, or I would never be like you. I think, but he can like him. Gerard is gonna be so different.
No, I feel like that.
Years,
I feel like that.
Yeah, you
I
want to look back
like I got older brothers, like they doing great.
Right.
Like I always looked up to them, right? But like they ain't active for real.
Yeah.
So that was part of my trauma too, though. Mm-hmm. So like childhood trauma, like feeling neglected. Like I can see my brother, he putting up in all these cars, but you not telling me how I can do this.
Right.
Like you ain't trying to help me. So like I'm just figuring this out. Like at my age, like
just click through your brother.
Like you just like.
Well, I get on my sons too. I'm like, spend time with your brother.
Like
generations.
Like to me, like family just a title.
That's real.
Because like I got guys that not my brother that been there, and like my brothers ain't dead. They got limbs. They ain't broken up.
Well, even the Bible say that a friend will stay closer to you than a brother.
So like that's trauma to somebody too.
Family's always not
your
dictated.
home don't receive you.
Well, it's not always dictated on blood.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? It's really not.
Yeah.
No, I'm just. It's not. Though. You know what I'm saying? Truth. If we could be honest,
family is not predicated on blood.
But I do have a follow-up question. I do have a follow-up question on the one I just asked. Right? What were like some of your first steps you took to rebuild the closeness with your daughter when you was released?
I ain't even gonna lie. I went and got mental health.
Hey, Slip.
I went
mental health.
Hold you, bro. Hold you, bro.
The shameless plug.
Hey, that's huge.
It is.
Like.
That's good.
Because even like when I still can't like imagine back to back, you gotta go to the funeral home and watch your brother get their hair cut. You get hit in the back of your head. Like, I didn't even get over my first brother died. Before my two brothers died, Deuce died. They all died in the end of the year and the beginning of the next year. So like I got 4 dead bodies I'm trying to get over. Then I get hit. So now I'm like, F it.
And you just got out concentrated.
And I just got out. I ain't got no job.
Oh, man.
Like, I'm just feeling.
Yeah.
I called you one night.
You did.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm lost, right?
Yeah.
So.
And I ain't easy. I just listen.
Like, and now, because I don't got no pride issue, bro. Yeah. Like, that's why if I can't tell you my problem, and not feel the type of way, that mean I ain't a man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because like everybody got emotions, bro.
This is so cool.
Nah, everybody got emotions, like, but as black men, like coming up how we come up, like everybody got to play like you hard. Yeah. But guess what?
Talk about it all the time.
Gangsters, real gangsters, don't walk around bullying, do not being loud.
You wouldn't even know.
They goofy. They play a lot.
They don't kill no child. I mean, well.
Oh, they will, but you wouldn't
know.
I
say, like,
yeah, you wouldn't know.
Just do it by accident. You wouldn't do it on purpose.
So, like, I just take it day by day, and I just peep and just take notes and just learn off of like. Since I've been at work and I ain't been outside, everywhere I've been at, it's a shooting every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just different stuff that I think me changing that I get mad like. Dang, I'm bored. I gotta wait to get paid. Now I be like, I'm in the house watching. Like, I could have been right. I'm happy now, like, and I'm cool.
And you call your family. Yeah, like you get to spend more time with us. Yeah, that's awesome.
And I'm in the house, and I know for sure, like it's gonna hit that Navy. Oh, y'all got Navy Federal. It's gonna hit that Navy Federal. You hear me? So like, I'm just right now. I'm battling with like. Just the different, like the good stuff. Yeah. It might sound bad because I said bad on good stuff, but like, man, people just accepting it, like
people give me big ups, bro.
Like this really happening. Mm-hmm. Like no crazy stuff.
I feel like that now. I'm living a dream.
Like no crazy stuff. Like when good stuff like that happen, like
y'all keep flooding.
Like if you watch the news, like you watch the news, like when some of these young dudes get killed, they be like, he just changed his life. He just started doing right. You also got to think about, like, people think like that, too.
Yeah.
Let me read a few of these comments, man. They up and Gerard out this joke, man. Gerard tried to take over our show stuff.
Oh, he already was working on something.
Gerard Hawkins said, proud of you, Gerard.
That's my nephew. Shout out, love you, nephew.
Deborah Briscoe said, you better tell it.
Mama Goose, I love you, Mom.
Jakeisha Grace, she said, thank you, Jesus, for answer prayers.
Keisha, coming on and shut it in the honey.
I'm about to lose it, y'all. Like, seriously. Jarvis Stevens said, man, I want to pull up and hug you, bro.
Hey, bro, you know I love you, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
You know that.
Justice Briscoe said, man, I love you so much.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
See how your family hold you down?
Said, he said this thing getting deep. It is, because I'm gonna go to somebody else.
So,
really?
What I was thinking about, right? Like I wanna salute like his courage. And it don't sound like that, but you know, in our communities and a lot of the places that we come from, it's easier, right? And it pays off more for us to be hard than it is to be nice.
Wow.
Right. And so what I wrote down when he was talking, I said this like in one of the first episodes, and I honestly and truly, I don't feel like black women really understand this when I say it. So please understand.
This is not a hit on black women.
This is not a slight.
Easy. We talking about daughters.
Women in general, the world over, are disrespected, are taken advantage of, are objectified. I get that.
I forget, right? because I've been meant to say something about like the women, right? This about to shock you though. Bro, most of the homicides and the guys that's incarcerated is over a female, bro.
Oh, that don't shock us.
Bro, listen, bro. Most of the people, like it was older guys I was in there with that was in Lawton, like had like 60 plus and all that.
Yeah.
Like they killed their girl, or like they killed a dude over a girl. Mostly every homicide is based off. It started with a female. Either she set him up. He whooped her. She called her brother. Everything leads back to the same thing that
it's a cycle.
Supposed to be good to.
Absolutely.
So can I plug this in real quick?
Absolutely.
So I can't say. I feel like when those moments happen, people should get mental health therapy.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Exactly, and because the thing is, the way a man should love a woman, they should be protecting their woman. Well, and I think what happens is
some men don't know how to love though.
Exactly. So that's what I was about to say. That anger is not conceptualized. So men are to protect.
Yeah. Let me. I agree. I absolutely agree.
Because the women is the weaker vessel.
Which is why I also say, this is equal opportunity show.
Yeah.
Which is why I also say women gotta now put more value on who they are as women, right? Because a lot of women run around here minimizing their values, but expecting me to pick up the value that they want.
Well, again, that's the power. That's why I say
that's
the value
us though.
of the man.
Guess what?
It's both.
Look, this before you, Silas, so don't get mad. All right. You know your value, right? Like some real nigga stuff. You know your value. How many times you just was messing with a bucket head?
Oh, cold dog.
We already talked about that.
Like I'm saying, so like now, so you know so I say you went with my cousin, right? And you in the field, you living how you living, but you going up Bennett Park, going mess with somebody around there. You don't think you're gonna die? You don't think like back in the day she wanna call me? Yeah. So like if by us settling for that, it make them keep going. You gotta deny them, let them go. Lead them to the bucket dudes.
I agree.
You corporate, go chase somebody corporate.
I agree, but
the hood Jones easy for us, so we adapt to it.
He say that
absolutely. Yeah. And that goes to what I'm saying, right? Because even for a guy like me, based on the scenario that you just gave, right? It's easy to go in hood. Like if I'm dressed in a suit, I come into the hood. Female like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, sugar daddy.
You hear me?
Yeah, I got me one, like right? Me to take work.
Yeah. Hey, so now she don't call. Hey, bro, this nigga sweet in a Maserati.
So now, right?
Call me when he take his pants off.
And that's what I'm saying. It's a dual responsibility, right? But I believe because, and this is just my opinion, I believe because there's so much value, so much more value to women. Yeah. There's a standard.
Absolutely.
That women have failed to take from themselves in spite of the man. Mm-hmm. Because before I get there, if you hold the line, I can't cross the line.
Right. Here's where it's cyclical, right? And it's almost like what comes first, the chicken or the egg, right? We are the one who intrinsically establish that value and that we speak it
Facts.
to them.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? My daughters have never opened a door in their life. My daughter that's 15 right now, if that was a door right behind Bruce, she would walk up to the door. She would still be having a conversation where she would never turn around and she would stop dead in her tracks. Her arm would never raise because she know daddy's coming to open the door.
Yep. See, that goes back to what I said, how your lifestyle, how you live your daughter.
Facts.
Like his daughter, I couldn't stand a chance with her. With his daughter. You know,
no, you spot on. You
like
spot
she
on.
Like, what do you got on? Like, look at
you spot on.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a perfect example. Like, that's how my daughter's gonna
be. So that's how challenging is it? He's saying that is for him.
Yeah, but no, it also goes back to him understanding and then acknowledging I gotta be something different for my daughters.
Absolutely positive.
And my daughters too, but mostly my sons though.
For them as well.
Like not putting them over my daughters, but like it's mandatory with them because man, you got 11 years old with Dracos, man.
Facts.
How you 12 with 100 rounds?
Yeah.
And the old heads that's supposed to be looking out, they so scared.
They might not know what Dracos is, so make sure you explain.
Nah, because I'm serious.
Just move. Straight up.
Fully automatic foul.
You know, switch.
That's not.
You 11 years old with a switch.
Yeah.
The whole 50.
Blah.
Imagine going to jail for killing a little kid and your op out here still running around.
Yeah.
Stupid nigga.
Yeah.
But if they're a child at that age, they're 18, they good.
Well, if you that age and you smart enough, you should know how to move.
So let's get to some positive. So the show is about daughter, daddy, dance.
Oh.
Daughter, daddy, dance.
Oh, no, I cried.
Wait, I ain't asked the question.
Your daughter?
No, because nobody come.
Oh, because
I ain't asked the question.
Okay.
So the question is, when you first heard about the opportunity to participate in this dance, right? What were your thoughts and emotions?
I'm gonna sign me up.
Like what ran through your mind? Like, Slim.
No, I wasn't about to sign up if we couldn't sing.
And how long was that process? Like the moment they brought it to your attention, you said yes. How long was it before y'all actually got to dance with them?
Like 10 weeks, wasn't it? It was they had to
like
go through a 10-week program.
Wow.
So twice a week. This is another reason why I signed up. I get off the unit.
How man?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, tell the truth.
Yeah, but
that's a good
after man, it's reckless on them units, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you ain't strong minded, you'll die in there, bro.
You gotta be a tiger.
Like,
you
like not even far as like going hard fighting, but like mentally, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, they talk to you any kind of way, bro. Yeah. Like you just feel like, bro, like you hopeless, bro. You ain't got control over nothing but your bladder.
Facts.
Wow.
Like, just imagine like the COs just talking to you any kind of way, cause they know they sent SR10, they gonna whoop you.
So let me ask you this, right? 10 months leading up to this time.
Them classes was like that. The classes was emotional though.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the classes because I really want to peel this onion back a little bit.
No Diddy.
So leading up to the 10 months to the dance, right? I know they getting on your nerves. They irking you on. They try to get you out your element. They try and mess this whole situation up for you. How was you able to maintain emotionally with all that, knowing that there's something I'm trying to get to?
I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, just for me to make it, I went to my counselor, told her I want to go to the GED block. The GED block, and when I was older, I got my GED, right? But where I was at, I was in Southwest too. I was on the Max block. Like, it don't be on the news, bro. Like, it go down.
The DC jail, right?
Yeah, Southwest too. That's the Max block.
Yeah.
So like, once I got accepted to the daughter dance, so they brought it to the Max block. They bring it to us because like no other units, they just bring it to us because like they called it like high, like security, like
Max,
like we rip, you know what I'm saying? So they do anything to keep us calm, right?
Max mean max.
Yeah, so like, bro, like before I started going there, I was already getting into stuff. Yeah. So once I got accepted to that jump, the next day I went to my counselor. I said, I want to go to the GD block. Because if I catch a shot, that's a write-up.
Yeah.
If I catch a shot, I can't go to the dance.
Exactly.
So I'm doing that, trying to finesse the dance.
See that strategy right there?
I'm doing that. I'm trying to finesse to get to the dance.
Yeah.
But I really I said, man, I'm just going to go there after the dance and come back to the unit. But I really went over there, got my GED and got stuck.
I got a question.
You know what I'm saying?
That
I got my
salvation.
Yeah, I got my GED.
Like how you came to church for a woman.
It was peaceful.
So
they say the freaks be in church.
That leads me to another question, right?
No, not you, cuz. Oh! Y'all better stop. Keisha on here. Keisha on here. Keisha on here. Ram on here.
So.
I rebuke that devil demonic spirit.
Shout out to Caprice, man. We see you on Caprice. Shout out, man. This one of our other hosts, man. He said amazing show. He touched a ton of good points. I have a question. During the time you were incarcerated, what was the most valuable thing you learned from the older guys?
Oh, he gonna ask questions like that.
He
ain't on the show.
Got a shout out.
He don't even ask questions like that when he's on.
Stupid.
With the older guys,
And specifically speaking, relative to this dance and your daughter, if it was anything.
Oh, so the older guys in prison, you gotta be like just on the streets, but it's more dangerous in prison though.
Facts.
I believe that.
And there was a lot of guys that was on the street that was gangsters. They came over there, they sucker checked in.
So it was got it.
So it's gonna sound crazy, but I adapted to, for some reason, like people that came off the island for murders.
Mm-hmm.
They like trying to explain, like they came back on the island. So people don't know what island is. They was a juvenile when they got charged. Like people that had
yeah.
And all them guys that I adapted to,
18.
Yeah, that was locked up for murder. They came home on the island. They home right now, and I still talk to them. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They felt me, and I felt them. Like they made me feel comfortable, like a real little brother. But you got some old heads over there. Man, sure, that had 8 BMWs.
Yeah.
6,500.
Still stunt.
You watch out for guys like them, because over the jails, Harlem, when you can be what you want.
Man.
Yeah. So like,
it is October.
You gotta watch out for. I adapt to like, well, the old heads will pull me up because I stayed by myself in there, and when I watch them, they do too. Like. And them the ones that I don't like loudness. If you loud and all that, something happen, you like, nigga, you want somebody to break it up. So like, yeah. So like, with the old heads in there, I adopted to like 4 of them. And they home right now, and I talk to them guys, and they sound crazy, bro. They be calling me more than I call them, bro, because they like, man, y'all youngins, wow, I'm not trying to go back in.
Exactly.
They like that. He don't know what I do to him.
Right.
But in my mind, I do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Because you was in, you saw what happened.
Yeah. And you just came home. So like, if they can take control of that, well, I can do what I want.
Yeah.
If an ex-murderer that killed multiple people can get a second chance home and get tests run, like people call them all type of stuff, what you was gonna button in, like they come around their neighborhoods, the youngest playing with them because they ain't seen them. For you to come from where you come from, a murderer, and you can tolerate disrespect from a man when you just did all the time, I love you, bro.
Yeah.
That's a real man. A crash. You want to look sweet, and now you back in there stupid. Yeah, I like somebody that's gonna walk away.
Yeah.
But if while I'm walking away, you get behind me, then we can go. Yeah, we can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like all the old heads that got all these gangster stories.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. Why you telling me what got you locked up?
He's saying it.
It's good.
He's saying it so many different ways, but I keep hearing accountability.
Facts.
And how that can't be taken away.
Can't be like
what it really truly means to be a man. And we talked about this in our first episode, right? And it's why I was paying homage to Black women specifically. Because it sounds, I don't think some women are able to hear when they say how challenging it is for us to be men and Black men. I don't think anybody really understands. And when he was talking, right, because of his story, which all of us have our own walk, right, that no one really gives us the space to be who and what we need to be to become who we're meant to be. Right? Like, so
that's true.
This accountability.
That's true.
And when you hear how often like Black women are talking about dudes being soft for literally just saying how they feel about something, right? And then for other aspects in societies, when we move in corporate environments, ultimately we have to tailor our energy, right? So that we're not threatening. And so I heard this said on that. It was the what's the podcast that's hitting right now? I can't think of it. Tonight's Conversation. Trent was saying, like, if a man can't be his most vulnerable self.
I'm trying somebody want to ask me a question. I ask any question.
Oh yeah,
they already.
I got you.
I'm watching. And because I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Jerron just asked, talk about the feminine side of being a man. But
he did. I was looking at that.
Like if a
we
man,
got this, we watching.
And we were talking about with Bill today in this conversation. Like it's a different vulnerability. Like it was like if a man, but literally, even if a soldier can't take his armor off when he's at home with the woman that he loves, what chance do we have out here? Because otherwise it just stays bottled up.
Yeah, but you can't just blame that on. You can't. Now that I know, you can't keep doing that. Like you gotta be a man, like, and just step up. I don't care how good her sex is, how much money. Listen. Yeah. Because like sometimes you'll fall victim for somebody like me personally. Like I don't fall victim because of what somebody got, or because it like most guys they live with a female, but you can't sit right there and deal with the tolerance because she got a spot, you ain't got nowhere to go. You got to be a man and go get your own stuff. So with guys settling for that and all right, I'm gonna do what you or whatever, it's giving them more power. But actually, I can't cuss, but yeah, if I was you and I had kids, and I have a voucher in the apartment too. So you feel overpowered because the government got you an apartment. You ain't working on nothing. You better than me. Neither one of us working.
So to that point,
neither one of you get paid once a month. Neither one of us working. Yeah. But guess what? You will still feel entitled not to leave her and she ain't bringing nothing to the table but some food stamps and probably like $4.80.
That's a lot, Gerard.
Not with
my food stamps up.
Not with me.
But here's the thing, though, Gerard. I think you raised a good point, right? Because
most girl, man, I gotta keep my stash here. I gotta do
most
this.
Real men, you know.
Why you hold your chest like you just talking about yourself?
My fault.
Oh, all right.
Most real men,
because I was gonna talk about it
anyway. Just to Gerard's point, in those situations, would always feel like I gotta be doing more.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I think to Gerard's point again, that's one of the things that females have to be aware of. Because again, that's something that we take on for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Right? It ain't even about the woman at that time.
Yeah.
Gerard, man, yeah, I can't do this. Like you out here, I know you got the spot. I ain't really got nothing.
Right.
I gotta get out here and do something.
Now I gotta go hit a lick. Yeah. Now I gotta go hit a lick. Now I'm backlogged up.
But this is why
now you cheating. You answer the phone.
Yeah.
I did all this for you. Yeah. I did all this for you. Now I'm in here.
Yeah.
Spent all my money. Sold my guns to your brother. Games to your ex-boyfriend.
But this is why it's so important for women to remain the weaker vessel. Right.
But supportive at the same time.
Well, that's what a vessel is. So can I?
Why you say weaker though?
That's what the Bible describes it. I'm about to break it down.
Do we need the Reverend Keisha to come up here?
Sure. She probably praying right now, shutting on my nut. But anyway, women got to remain the weaker vessel. So when you think about the weaker vessel, right? People always respond like you did and say, "Oh, a woman not that weak," but that's what I'm not really saying, right? We already talked about the sensitivity of how you have to treat a woman with delicacy, right? Because when we even talk about that care and compassion, you all sat here and said that you will put more emphasis. Well, you worry about your son,
I put more emphasis.
You care about your daughter.
Yeah, I put more emphasis. I speak for myself.
But in actuality, the reason that is because women don't take a lot to be cared for. We just need that delicacy.
I was about.
I don't know about
I can say whatever. That's subjective. Y'all thinking about the wrong thing. But I'm talking about that care and compassion piece.
Yeah.
It don't take much to care for a woman.
How much it take to care for a man?
It take way less to care for a man, bro.
Listen to what I'm saying. Because a man is such a stronger vessel.
We supposed to take anything? I don't agree.
Let me break it down.
Please do.
Please. To the Lord's denomination.
So y'all will have to look up the term weaker vessel because it actually came from a term.
I don't got a Bible.
You know boats.
I don't got a Bible.
Do you know what a boat is?
A boat?
Yeah, you know what a boat is?
On the water.
Right. So with the large ships, right? They use the weaker vessel to guide the strong ship.
Like a tugboat.
Exactly, like a tugboat, right? That's not saying that the tugboat is less, don't have as much strength because you actually guiding a stronger boat, right? But with that small boat, it's so delicate that you can't treat it like the larger vessel.
So I was
how you know you can't say that? How you gonna know some you can say to motivate him to make him do that?
Let me say
so
this.
Go ahead.
So I'm not.
No, I got something else to say.
While I'm not saying you incorrect, I think the part that's missing, right,
that I'm not,
or maybe misinterpreted.
Yeah. Don't forget, y'all gotta sleep.
I'm not finishing saying.
Maybe that when you say men don't I don't know what's the exact words you said.
I said it's a different. So you said, because y'all said this verbatim. That's why I asked y'all twice. You said, I don't know which one of you said it. You worry about your sons, right?
I didn't say I don't have any sons.
And
and you're more concerned about the daughter, right? A lot of men assume, I ain't gonna say assume, and I can't say even a lot of men, right? I don't want to use no false sense, but you think you don't have to worry about your daughter, but you have to worry about your daughter equally.
What I said,
right?
What I
said,
but
the care is a little bit different.
No, different. And I'm very different.
I'm going with you.
I'm going with you. I was clarifying. I asked y'all twice.
I said,
this why.
I said
no. I asked y'all twice.
No, I said wait. I said
because I was gonna come back to it.
Different from the jump. The same way we handle ourselves.
But I also,
and that's why I asked y'all to break it down.
I also clarified it by saying worry, and concern are subtle, but different.
You did
right. When you let's just generally speak. When you worry, it festers up diseases in your body.
It keeps you up at night.
It causes anger, right? When you're concerned, you mostly think, okay, how can I strategize to keep my daughter out of harm's way?
It's a different level.
It's a different level. It's different
because like I said, Victor only have girls, right?
Do you have a girl?
I don't.
No.
So exactly
what? You don't even know what I'm about to ask.
I go ahead, little guy.
Victor has a girl,
Solid.
Right? I mean, you have girls.
Yes.
Right? Do you feel like your girls, the way they are now, is a representation of how you love them?
Absolutely.
Hell yes.
How do you think your love for your girls shaped them as what they are today?
I mean, I'm ultra intentional with them, right? So I realized every day that I spend with them is an opportunity for me to speak into their lives.
Voice,
right?
This Lou Rawls voice you're using is just, I'm not sure what's happening right now.
So my girls,
I'm about to turn on you. Think of my
girls. I think about nothing.
No, you don't know what about that.
Don't matter.
Both of my girls, 23 and 15, are with me every day. So my day literally starts. They both walk into my bedroom. They wake me up, and they never leave my presence without me laying hands on their head and on their feet,
right,
and speaking over their life and speaking the protection of God over their lives, right. Everything else I do, right, when I speak to them, I'm mindful of, like, even raising my voice, right, telling them that they're brilliant before they're beautiful, right. That yes, they're smart, yes, they're accomplished, but it's far better to be nice. Right, and show up as a good person.
What's your question for me? Because this ain't the
average. How has that?
So what I'm
saying, your daughter.
So regardless of
they want to talk to somebody like me.
You can keep saying that.
No.
Next thing you
know, no funny. Like how he said, open the doors and all that. Man, what?
But me being a female, I can't agree with that. Because sometimes we do like men like you.
Okay. Yeah, but listen.
But for the wrong reasons, though.
I'm the good.
Yeah. For the wrong
but you ain't about to make it seem like my man ain't corporate though.
He corporate now. I thought he was corporate. I thought I was about to work.
Guess what?
That's funny.
Guess what?
Roll your sleeve up.
Guess what?
I thought I was about to work this dude.
Guess what? That's a real gangster.
He is.
When you met him, you ain't know what's up with him.
But I'm trying to.
That's why you gone.
Really? So to specifically answer your question, right?
Told you, fam ain't nothing but a title.
In terms of what I see in them, right? So the things that I spoke in their life. So first and foremost, they're sure of who they are, right? They're confident in their beauty, right? So whether they rock in their hair because it's braided and it's done, or it's out, it's natural and it's curly. They know that they're smart. They know that they're intelligent. They know that they're protected, right? They know what they're provided for. My daughter gets a flat tire. The first thing she's doing is pick up the phone, calling, and she knows I'm going to
I think there's validity to what all of you guys are saying. You know what I'm saying? Because to your point, and what Gerard is saying, 9 times out of 10, you run into guys like us, you can't be fooled easy, right? But then if you go over here, now you got this one, a daughter who's got all of that, and she's just doing it in spite of. And she's super easy.
Tricky.
You know what I'm saying?
The flip side of that is my youngest daughter's 15, so she's starting to just get it. My oldest daughter's 23. She know the dude that daddy used to be.
Right.
So when she hit 16 and started getting interested in boys, I was able to say to her.
How old was she when you switched her life?
Oh, shoot, before she was born, thankfully.
Oh, so you
I mean, I was still linked, but you know what I mean?
Like, mom still together?
No.
So they just live with you?
Yeah.
How her mom take up? Not to get in y'all
no, you're good. Their mother is massively successful, right? Thankfully, what she realizes is all the energy and the effort that I put into raising them, right? And to a large part, they're a reflection. So they have a great relationship with their mother.
You pretty much you built your family though.
I mean,
like you,
that's what a man's supposed to do.
Yeah, like he shaped them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So that's not the average.
Well,
that's commendable.
But see, he got an early head. That's why I asked
early head start.
He said he
kept his hand on him.
He kept it. He said he changed before they was born.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine
that goes to you.
Imagine
different.
Imagine having that transition, right?
Bruce had that.
And try and have it, but in the midst of you struggling,
they're gonna remind
something bring you back every time to go back.
Yeah.
And now you gotta be like, I gotta stop. That's just like somebody go to rehab and they leave because they weren't ready.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. So
you know what I'm saying?
His narrative is a little different.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
While I had
brushing all your deepest secrets.
Everything.
You
know what I'm saying?
Everything.
All the crackheads he hunt.
Oh, you talking about crackers?
Yep.
2 for 15.
He used to sing at the Ibex. Have you ever heard of the Ibex?
Yeah.
Yep. That's Bruce all day.
It was a little. It ain't about me. So I want to go back to Gerard.
You had that fade?
The joke I did.
No, you didn't have no fade. You had a ball.
I didn't. Actually, I had the jury curl. That's when the jury curl.
We almost had an hour and a half.
Yeah, y'all.
I know this.
But this is so good, man. People ain't going nowhere. So I want to get back to Gerard, man. I don't want to miss this chance to really dive into what we're talking about, man. So, was there a moment that you know of?
Oh, I said it again.
Was there a moment that you know of that your daughter prepared for the dance? Right. We talked about kind of what you dealt with. Like, was there a time when you spoke to your daughter, she was like, Dad, I cannot wait. Like, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, Dad. I got the dress picked out. Like, what was that about?
Nah, my daughter ain't that type of daughter.
Okay.
She, even if she did, like, it go back to me. Wow. I ain't been, before I got locked up, like, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even really present in her life. So it super hurt me. Okay. When I was out there, I wasn't in there. Now I'm in.
Yeah.
I really can't be in.
Now you want in.
Yeah, so like, I ain't expect for her to. Cause like, what good moments or something that I give her to miss me and want to see me?
More accountability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like
more accountability.
Like when I'm talking to her, she on the phone driving, like, what you doing? What you doing? Like, only time she talked to me, I was locked up. She wanted Grand Theft Auto for Christmas.
Right.
Like, I sent her the money.
Yeah.
From prison. Like, I sent her the money, like, so like, even now, like, that's the only time, like, we getting closer, but it's more on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it get frustrating sometimes, like, it be sometimes, like, I, like, just cry or I just go get fried. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I know I can't get that time back.
Yeah.
I know it's late, but I just gotta hurry up and replace that bad time with some good time. So I gotta get myself together so I can hurry up and replace it. Because if I ain't replacing it with good times, she don't have nothing else to think about me but the time that I heard her.
I'm glad you said that. I got a question for the table, right? Nia said the hardest part about having children is being responsible for their emotions.
Yeah, and that's what hurt me. Cause look, I'm looking for emotions, but deep down inside, she don't even know that I know.
You felt
she really don't even want to talk to
me. Yeah.
Like she don't know that I know.
Yeah. What was sad is that little baby at the end of the show.
Ho.
Okay. All right. I jumped too far.
Yes.
All right. Let
me. I'm gonna tell you what's so profound about what you just said, Gerard, and even the statement that was made by Nia, is that there was a moment in my life with my oldest daughter, right, where she sat me down and she said, Dad, the most challenging thing about this moment is that you didn't fight for me harder.
Right.
Oh, so you just with that hurting you just made me feel a little better because I'm fighting for mine.
Yeah.
All on.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I'm gonna tell you. So again, just based on what you just said, I think sometimes we don't look at just the fight part of being there for our children.
Listen,
you gotta
put the devastation.
You gotta put in the mentality like you gotta put in the mentality like if you're on the streets, you gonna let a nigga play with you.
Yeah.
So like you gonna let your daughter be hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, but you really like. That's why I want to get somewhere where I can get people because like I know how it feel for me. Like all these emotions I'm letting out there, like half of them I'm just letting out, and half of them is just like it made me who I am.
So let me ask you this: what did?
Go.
Yeah,
I want to dovetail real quick, right? Because we diverted away from when I was talking about it earlier, when I was saying I don't feel like we're given the space, right, to be who we need to be, to become who we're supposed to be. And what I meant by that, right? So as men, we have to push past it. Because real talk, especially coming up, it's rare that you're gonna meet a homie where you can say, like, dog, this really scared me. Yeah. Right. Or this really hurt me. Like men, we don't talk like that. I do now at 49. Yeah. You and I can chop it up like that. I have brothers that I can talk to like that, right? But what I'm saying is if we can't say it to each other, right? We generally don't say it to ourselves, and we can't say it to the woman that we love, right? What the hell are we supposed to do with that? And to your point, right? It takes getting to that point. And for too often we have to come to the end of ourselves. Is when we're in a cell, laying at a cot, staring at the ceiling, right? It's when we're in a hospital bed, looking at the ceiling because something right there we haven't confronted.
Because that didn't even wake me up. I ain't gonna lie, not to sound negative.
It just depends on the man. You know what I'm saying?
No, and not to get spiritual. Like it depends on God.
That's ultimately
like everything I went through. Like, and I ain't really be on like religion and all that, but like everything I've been through, something had to happen. Somebody doing it. You know what I'm saying? Something.
Glad you know it's not by accident.
Like something going on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sure. So like as a man, bro, like this for youngins, all that, like you just gotta love yourself and don't care what nobody feel, bro. Cause you never know. You might can go cry to somebody. You can go cry to somebody, right? And you vent and feel a lot better. But you gotta want to feel confident enough to do it. Right now in society, bro, what do youngins got to do, bro? And there's no boys and girls club. It's no brothers. There's no mentors. And the mentors that's out here, bro, they not real. Everybody that promised me a job when I came home that came over that jail, I ain't seen them, bro. Yeah. A lot of these programs out here, they doing it for them checks, bro. They don't really come in the trenches. That's why I'm mad about Trayon White, bro. Yeah, he did that, but guess what? For a good cause. He ain't go back call. Nothing else. The only way he had to get to them youngest, man. Trayon White came to my brother's funeral. The candlelight, he came. You know what I'm saying? Like
Southside Trayon and South.
You know what I'm saying? So like certain stuff, society really blocked them.
Congressman,
like they blocked them. Like
not Congressman.
Look at Trayon, right?
Councilman.
So one of y'all tell me this. Trayon White, they ran in his house with ARs. Trump got 165 million felonies. They let him turn himself in.
Same thing with Diddy though. But we getting off topic. You're right. I want to stick to this thing because I think you're blessing a lot of people right now.
Nah, we can do some more episodes. I don't care.
So let me ask you this: what does or what did participating in the dance symbolize for you? Like, what did it mean for you, especially that now that you're home and you're working to reconnect with not only your kids but specifically the daughter that actually came to see you?
So like, it'd be deep because like that was my first.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
I love all my kids the same, Absolutely. But it's like Janai, like she looked like me. And
yeah.
So like, to let my first down and then be selfish and then do it down to the brothers and sisters, like it crushed me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I always had my mother.
Right.
Like I don't care. I don't care what she went through. I don't care what she did. She made a way. Mm-hmm. I know every part we had, my brothers lived with us. Like she don't like, but it's just certain stuff that really traumatized you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize I was traumatized that bad till I had time to myself. Because when I was out here, I'm getting drunk, I'm smoking weed.
Yeah.
I'm so foggy, like I never had.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, to really be honest, that was the second time I was the happiest with my daughter.
Wow.
The first time I was happy when she was born and everything was perfect.
Yeah.
And then she came and saw me again. I wasn't on drugs. I was sober. I had a peace of mind, and I saw her. That was the second peaceful time. You would think I'd say out here now because I'm out here in society with her, but that bond I was talking about, I still ain't put in enough work yet. Just for me to I gotta track her to me. She ain't my mother. I'm her father.
Right.
So I gotta go beyond, and I ain't even gotta be buying nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just do stuff.
Consistency.
But Janai, she's so difficult. I'd be like, come on, I'm gonna drop you off to school. No, you ain't.
Right.
No, you ain't. So like the stuff I try to do, like to show her she don't want to do because she not confident.
Yeah. So what was your expectation with her coming to the dance? Like what when you sat back, you was like, man.
I already knew she was gonna be happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She asked me some questions like I held it. She asked me 2 questions, like I held it. Just to be behind them gates. And
what was the 2 questions, if you don't mind us asking? I'm prying tonight.
Why you leave? I ain't know what to say.
Come on, man.
She said, why you leave? And like right before the dance was over, I was like, is you okay? For her, like my daughter, she never show emotions, right? I said, you all right? Oh, she just bust out crying.
How was that for you, bro?
Bro, I ain't come on myself for 2 days. Cause I feel if you don't, as a man, if you don't got emotion or heart and you don't cry or feel nothing, I don't even want you around me.
Yeah.
Like
you right about that.
Like if some don't hurt your feelings, or some you did, like even if it was some you did, and you just think like, I wasn't even supposed to do that.
Like,
you got
no
conscience.
Conviction. Yeah, you know conscience. Yeah.
When I was in the streets, I had no conscience.
Right.
But I did.
Right.
I did, but I didn't know I had one because I'm cloudy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm running around with guns. I'm taking perks, Molly. I'm drinking.
Yeah.
I got 2 Jones on me.
Wow.
In my mind, who gonna say something?
Yeah.
What? I did tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the whole time I'm having fun doing that. Like I'm hurting people that come from me. So like if I never would have got locked up, I'd probably be doing the same stuff. Wow. Because I never had an outlet. I never had no time to myself. Like men, we don't have time to ourselves. So that's what I'm gonna tell the youngins, like, you want to get time by yourself down there in a box, locked up, or you want to get it right.
That's that ultimate.
I escaped the box.
Yep.
And I made out the other box. You know what I'm saying? So like, I even listen to different music now, bro. Because I ain't fully developed yet.
You was listening to Shirley She's on the way over this show.
No, I probably was Anita Baker or the Delaphones or something. Because like the music alter your mind though. Like
facts.
I'm not fully strong enough. Just being honest with myself. If I'm in a bad mood, man, I better not turn on Pooh Shiesty or not. So by me knowing that now, I'll turn on something slow.
Yeah, self-awareness.
But back then,
we always talk about
back then, I get mad, get it back in blood.
Yeah. what I'm saying?
Shake some who want to shake some.
So you got questions, bro?
No, actually, I was gonna bring up a point because I didn't know if you were going to tie a bow on it.
Nah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah. So back to again for me, right? Because the whole premise
we go. This is a long show tonight, champ.
Of the documentary is about daddies and daughters, right? Mm-hmm. And I know I can speak for me, the powers, the sway. Like, man, I they're like my little mirrors. You know what I'm saying? Like I check myself. So even first of all, I always see myself in both of them, right?
See what he just said? Yeah. Imagine what he just said. He was with his daughters and he changed his life before they was born. Mm-hmm. Imagine seeing yourself in the mirror, the same thing he said, but my lifestyle.
Right.
You fighting demons, bro.
That's good, Gerard. That's good.
You fighting demons, bro. That's good. And then on top of that, not only thing you dealing with your kids,
because you know what you capable of.
You in the streets. Now you dealing with beefs. You dealing with the police. Like, now you got all this and there's no way to let it out. So you know what you do every day? I'm about to roll a joint. I'm about to get high. So you never letting it go. You just keep.
You stacking.
I'm glad I got locked up.
To your point, because you stacking it, you multiply.
Yeah, so like,
you gotta have.
And then sometimes like people explode, bro. Like, look at all these homicides, bro. These dudes killing the kids, the babies, and themselves, bro. Mm-hmm. I never seen this, bro. Right. These niggas is getting weak. That's because the girls allowing it. I was locked up with 4 dudes that was on butt when I was locked up, right? And they know it's all on social media and all that. Guess what the girls doing? Still talking to them. Yeah. So you embracing the gayness. So now you letting black men know it's okay. You can be gay. You still can come over here and get some. When you supposed to be like, go back over to that butt.
Yeah. I know.
You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like,
so one of
females play a certain, like if they dog niggas, like, ugh, yeah. I want a man. Yeah. No, they want to be a best friend. Not against the girl. No, I'm just talking like it's men.
No, you good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but outside, you was telling Drakes and all that. You come over here, we on the yard. You better not even speak to them. Guys really dying over talking to trannies.
Man, listen, I heard.
And people ain't getting raped. They be really giving it up.
Yeah.
And you was gay before you came.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Nah, facts. I feel like Boost.
Nah.
Don't play with me.
Nah, I got a couple more questions for you, bro. Then we'll wrap this thing up, man. We long over time, but I wanted to make sure that we gave enough time and attention
for sure
to this most important insight and understanding of this particular show, because it was certainly powerful.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of the nuances were lost in the show because they didn't have an opportunity to have a Gerard or speak with a Gerard about certain things that they probably had questions about.
Absolutely.
With respect to the show. So why do you think it was important, right, for stories like yours to be told, especially for other fathers who may be in a similar situation?
Sure, I get straight to it, because like I still got guys like how I was living that's still doing it. Like, they got kids too, right? Like, if I let them guys, like the guys I've been around that know where I come from and know what I do, like I done been broke. They're like, man, G-Ron, when you stop, they know I ski mask straight drop. I'm going to see what's up. So with them seeing me dealing with going through being broke, I got the same clothes. I wash them though. I go to the porn store, t-shirt, tank top. But they like, dang, G-Rob. Just to deal with that, like people seeing me like that, bro, and I dealt with it. I ain't gonna rob nobody or nothing. I just dealt with it. Yeah. Guess what happened? Yeah. 19 hours an hour, I got a job. Yeah. Because I dealt with that. But to some guys, bro, they can't deal with it because it's a conscience.
Yeah.
And I want to let them know it's all right, bro.
Do you think guys that have similar stories, who have been through similar situations,
I want them to come out and say it.
Yeah.
Like how everybody talking in Diddy case coming out snitching. Yeah, come on out.
Yeah.
You ain't the only one, bro.
Right.
Like, I'd rather be doing this now, and my kids gotta get dressed up and y'all gotta come see me in a box or something.
Yeah.
Cause it's not worth it, bro.
Yeah.
I thought it was, like, I really did. Like, it was fun though. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me, Slim.
I ain't like just out, just no cap. But it was dang, like the stuff I've been through, bro. I be thinking about. That's something else I gotta fight with. Like, not saying I be questioning the higher power. I be like, what is it?
Yeah.
Then I go back to my dead brothers,
right?
And Deuce, like my brother Dirk that got killed, bro. That nigga one sell drugs, don't tote guns.
Nothing.
My little brother, baby Lance, don't sell drugs, not no gangs. Nah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But guess what? And this not to bring up, but we keeping it real. Deuce, my little cousin. I just said my two that ain't do nothing, right? Then we got Deuce. I knew Deuce was bad. I ain't telling Sala.
You ain't got to.
No, listen. If I had the mindset I had now.
This is Sala, by the way, y'all.
Really?
In case y'all see on the streets.
Really?
It's Sala right here.
Really?
Look, if I had the mindset I got now, Deuce would still be living, bro. Deuce came, like, most of my little cousin stuff, bro, they hang around me because of the lifestyle. And I was so blind, bro, I was embracing it.
Man, you friend people.
Like, if I had the mindset I had now, bro,
yeah.
I knew what Deuce was going through, bro.
Yeah.
But guess what? Deuce was angry about a lot, bro.
He was.
Like, Deuce was mad about, like, stuff he couldn't do. He felt like people ain't love him, and he felt like he just didn't care. So that
felt like he was just,
bro, that caused to his actions, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in it.
Facts.
When you feel like somebody don't care,
it's whatever.
And that's what Deuce felt. But guess what? His uncle was there. Him and Dion was supposed to go to the studio that same night.
Mm-hmm.
But just how I do when I was used to be in the streets, I call people, man, G-Rod on some book.
Yeah.
Deuce, people know when they about to go, bro.
Right.
Deuce felt something because he knew what he did.
Yeah.
We know, but I ain't for this. But so guess what?
Nah.
He was supposed to go.
What's funny is,
bro.
Well, not funny. What's ironic, and you correct me if I'm wrong. He actually had. Y'all remember when Tupac made the song?
Yeah.
Like he knew.
Yeah.
His time was short.
Yeah.
Deuce made it.
Deuce made it. He made a joint just like that. My line.
He did.
And it's ironic because folks, guys in those circumstances, like they different.
We talking about God's purpose in handling your life right here. So here's a different version of that same story, right? If you know, Snoop came out and said he realized he stopped in his tracks. It was after Pac's death. He was sitting in the courthouse and he said, I realized that my pen was bringing everything into my life that I was dealing with.
Yeah.
It was the things that he was saying and recording over. He was like, I'm living
out. That's called manifesting or something?
Absolutely.
So that means you sign
cautious with your words.
You are what you eat.
Your words, your words literally shape.
No, that's true though. That's true. Because you know how many times I was lying saying I had a job? No, bro, I'm at work. Where you at? Work? About to go to work? Just left an interview.
And you was lying.
Lying like Tommy like a mom.
He was faking.
He got no job, Tommy.
But I was lying then, like, bro. I just got it, bro. Like, I still can't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't care where I'm at. Ask Dion, David, all them, they call me. What you doing, cuz? I'm off the break at work on my lunch break. Just got off.
Grinding.
Yeah, and it
making
feels
coffee.
Yeah.
Mixing up some stuff.
With the hot at the top.
No regular coffee though. You hear me?
Yeah, so like
making some tea.
It just feel good, bro. Like I can really do stuff now. Like
I only got my head down because I'm trying to order food.
Like,
y'all watching.
Like I can do stuff like
I'm trying to order food.
I just feel better, bro. Like it's just like
I'm glad you
with men like bro, like y'all too, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't just cause you know what I'm saying, you marry my man cousin. Like Twizzle, my cousin.
He already like used to like when you used to come around. Were your cousin that?
That's my man.
Nah, when I first came around,
with you.
I was like, bro, who's this dude Solid talking to? Bro? See, that's what I was lunching. I'm like, every time I come up, it's a new Benz or an Audi or something right here.
Really.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
I'm like,
Really?
Yeah.
Then I came on at
Why
Thanksgiving.
we talk about that?
This is a podcast. We keep it real. Then we come over there Thanksgiving. I said, who cooked this? He said, me. I said, oh, yeah, he ain't going
Yeah, locked in.
Smoke that turkey.
Curry was in jerk.
We're gonna get to that this Thanksgiving too.
You hear me? All right, one more question, man. Maybe two more. What was the most rewarding part of reconnecting with your daughter since you came home, bro? Like, what was the thing? Like, man, woo!
It felt good, right? But with me knowing that I ain't fixed that pain yet, I can't fully accept it.
I respect that.
Like, I'm happy I saw them. I'm happy they saw me. I'm happy. Like, and I'm appreciative of it.
Yeah.
But I can't.
So much more work to do.
Yeah, I can't really like accept, like, celebrate, like, yeah.
That's good.
I got my daughter.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying, it's gonna take some time, but I'm gonna do it. And all I'm doing is like just staying steady and just keeping the same pattern. You know what I'm saying?
It's good.
Like,
it's good.
Vinny G is on point.
Yeah, so like if my daughters know I text them every morning, good morning and all that, and I'm start doing it every day, let me don't do it for one day.
Right.
You ain't tell me good morning.
Right.
So why I can't go around and just show them love for all that and it be permanent?
So if you had one message, right, with fathers who are working to rebuild relationships with their children after incarceration, what would that message be?
Which is timely. It's a lot of dudes coming home right now.
A lot that have served
from the 80s and 90s.
Like I really like I be with them guys though.
Yeah.
Like, only thing I can say, like, for anything, you gotta forgive yourself. Like, like solid, like you could do something to solid, right?
Yeah.
You can do something to solid, and she forgive you, but you like,
you holding it.
No, you like, I know she's still mad.
Exactly.
Like, you feel it in you because what's that? I already said it's a conscience. You got a conscience.
Yeah.
You're not meant to be. That's what I had to realize. But by me being in the streets and just keep going straight, like, and a lot of people love me and respect me though.
Right, and that's what you gotta hold on to. Because with that guilt, you gotta you gotta reintroduce yourself at this point.
Nah, I don't gotta do nothing. But doing what I'm doing, like, cause like, if I do that, that means I'm doing it for them. I'm moving at my pace. So I don't care if nobody.
Don't take out of context what I'm saying, right? Because you're not the same person.
Right. And I don't care what nobody else think though.
Nah. So let me say this.
You should care.
No, why?
Go ahead.
That's why I've been stressing my whole juvenile life.
I'm gonna say it like this, right?
Care and stress is two different things.
Care causes stress. If you hurt my feelings and I keep caring about it, it's causing stress. Even though I can let it go, but I'm still worrying about it. Caring about something causes stress. Because I get in my feelings myself. Yeah, because I'm telling the truth. Like,
so let me say this. I don't think it's incomplete what you said. I don't think it's incorrect what you said. I just think there needs to be some context to what you said.
I agree. So that's why I got
and I'll just say for me, and you probably can attest to this as well.
Yeah.
When I first transitioned out of the whole go-go scene, for example, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Junkyard, backyard,
go-go.
You know, people identified me with that.
Yep.
Right.
Now, a go-go thought.
He was at the Ibex with his shirt. I'm gonna show you some videos.
What you doing at the Ibex? She keeps talking about the Ibex.
I'm gonna show you the videos.
I'm not gonna let that slip.
I was at the Ibex party.
Exactly.
No, I'm not gonna let. Did you just hear what he called me?
What?
A go-go thought.
He was.
For real, cuz.
Young, you was Bruce Bandy, young in the front line.
That's what we doing, cuz.
And everything, no shirt.
Anyway, man.
Let me see if I can find it.
You just go back it all the way up.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So people identified me as that.
Yeah.
Right. But then when I transitioned ministry, now people
you fake
you minister. Nah.
No, you ain't get that. Oh, he a fake preacher, but he in the go-go.
And that's what I'm trying to say. So that's the importance of what she's saying right now.
It's not like he cares about what they say.
Because what has been valued to the whole transition for me is that now, while I was over here, I can go over here and speak. Because
what you mean by that?
Because
they confident in who he is too. Like
are you saying you can do two things? Like you can,
I can, because they know this, but now they see this.
It's a difference between a hypocrite and like somebody because Bruce is not a fake person.
Yeah, they don't like. I'll use Genghis for example, right? Ging called me like, bro, I need you to pray for me.
Yeah,
it's important to have those relationships, but also be able to identify. To have somebody to identify with the difference in who you now transition.
That's crazy. You just said Big G, right? Big G just went through the same thing I went through. Lost 3 people.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. Like that's how I know. Like it's people that feel how I feel.
Absolutely.
But it ain't too cool. Just like because like that should have called suicide.
Which is what. Diana was alluding to, right?
I'm telling you, bro.
It's nothing wrong with
mental health.
It's nothing wrong. Definitely ain't nothing wrong with that. But ain't nothing wrong with this Gerard transitioning to this Gerard.
Right.
Because ultimately what happened while you transition, there's some people in the middle that need to get what you did to get here. So while you was here, you can now be the example for them saying, okay, if Gerard did it, oh, I know I can do it.
Because to your point, right? So what you were talking about, how you finesse and how you moved in the street and what you're doing now, God gives gifts freely, right? And the bottom line is when you gifted at something, it has the ability to work in all of those arenas. So it's why I always give you your props, right? And so where you and I, right, on Thursday morning can be at a boardroom, right? Talking whatever to whoever,
right?
Boardroom,
hold on, y'all talking corporate words.
Yeah, hear me out. Just so it's soundproof and all that. Meetings and
y'all in the batting room.
Go ahead, yeah.
No, because y'all talking corporate words.
No, but I'm gonna bring it full circle, right? Yeah. So at 9 a.m. is a boardroom, right?
You said it again.
But then meeting room.
Yeah, this crazy. I never pulled you up on YouTube on all these videos about you.
Come on, y'all.
I never really
9 a.m. It's a corporate meeting room, right? 7:30 p.m. It's a conference room at the Hilton, right, for entrepreneurial conversation about business, right? Yeah. And people going into business for themselves. Mm-hmm. At 9 p.m., he on the front line, right? Mm-hmm. At piano keys, correct. And I'm at the bar,
right?
And you can move in all. You can move in all of those circles. Stop it. You can move in all those circles because you first of all you realize how you're gifted, right?
Right. You got balance now.
Absolutely.
Self-control.
You come into a sense of who you are and how you are, and the people that move with you, rock with you.
And let me just say, it's not a justifiable thing, but it brings us back to the point you said. You correct. Like we. I can't say I care about what people think, but we should understand how we can influence each other. So you should care. Because Bruce and I always talk about count up the cost of our actions, right? When we do things in life, we don't think about those people who are around us. So we should be conscious and mindful of how our actions can influence
that's the ultimate accountability.
You have to be. You have to.
I think because what you got to keep in mind, Gerard, is every time you're in an environment, you have the ability and the opportunity to influence somebody one way or another.
Absolutely.
Light it up.
So now you got to consider, okay, when I'm in this environment, how am I influencing this person? Is it negative or is it positive?
Right.
So to say we don't care, we should care.
We should care.
You know what I'm saying?
About what?
Care about.
Understand the word care about what the word care means.
Yeah, but care ultimately about what positive or positively influence have you had on the person that you've now been in contact with. Like, for example, when you first met me, if I'm still this nigga hanging and doing whatever, now you like, oh, this nigga, he like me.
No, I used to be. That's what comes self-control. Because, like, I stopped hanging with you.
That's my point. So my point is this.
I'm on a mission. Like, you weren't there with me when I was down. You ain't going through this with me. I'm glad
you brought that up. So my now, when I come into an environment with Gerard, I'm like, I need him to get something out I need to be of value.
We should always
to this opportunity.
Like yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what can Gerard get from me today?
Who you are, where you came
and let
from,
me explain why we do this, right? Because each of us at this table, we're entrepreneurs, right? And when you're entrepreneurs,
go ahead. Yeah.
I had to make sure y'all want 12.
When you wake up, you always have to look at life as an opportunity with whoever you meet. That's why I always talk about in the workforce, right? You got to treat everybody well because you never know. People that work under you could eventually be your boss. Yeah. So, and if you're an entrepreneur, you know that anybody can become your customer. And right? That's not, so you don't want to just create an environment. And it's somewhat, that's why we like the Bible. We always talk about on this platform how we live by principle, and we live by the principles of the Bible, and it teaches how to live a prosperous life. And that means doing what's good and understanding the benefits of doing what's good. We're not saying we're perfect. You know we're not perfect, right? But we prefer that positive side of us because it sustains your life.
No, well, I'm gonna make a difference. It's all right to do that. That's because look, not saying in a negative way, like it's all right to do bad because like you do bad, you can change it. It taught you something that you can teach somebody else. So like a lot of bad stuff. Baggage. Yeah, but that's life. Even people,
it don't have to be like that.
No, listen.
Okay.
It's people out here that's living good. Mm-hmm. And they going through more than people. Like you'll see somebody there in a new Tesla truck, big house, popping bottles. But when he get home and he by himself, mental health kick in.
Oh, absolutely.
So like.
So you saying he should just be out here, but
no. You should just accept yourself and just do what you can. Just be you.
Well, that's what we're saying. So, but that was gonna lead me back to my question to you because I'm gonna be honest with you. The street lifestyle, while you lived it for so long, that's not who I see.
I know. I don't either.
Exactly. So when you say that, because some people choose that street side and say, this is who I am, and they use that and they create identity when honestly that may not be even who they are.
So I guess the greater question is, who is you? Who are you?
So I mean, to your point, right? So when I'm watching
the
documentary. I'm going to hand it off. I'm going to throw you a alley-oop. When I was watching the documentary, right? What was odd to me, what was really profound, especially toward the end, was that the men in that documentary understood where they were and what they were facing.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of us outside of us who don't understand it. We also locked up, incarcerated, right?
Ooh. Like out and incarcerated.
We're anything.
Absolutely.
We're anything but free.
Right?
Like, and we're keeping ourselves there because we won't confront and take the accountability that they were forced to, right? Because of where they were. And because they wanted to, because of their daughter. So that's the perfect segue. I'm going to hand to you. Vinny G said two things I'm going to end with before I hand it to you. He said most men that have been raised in the streets are trained not to show emotion and feelings, but God can't penetrate a hard heart. Vinny, the only thing I would say to you is that that's what men are trained to do, period. Whether it's in the street.
No, they do that in the military, though.
We talk about it.
That's what I'm saying anyway.
They got to go kill kids.
Yeah.
But even take it back to a little boy before you get in the streets. We talk about this all the time. You fall down, don't cry, shake it off. Don't be a punk. Yeah. You can't be soft. Like act like a man, right? And then Vinny also came back and said, Vinny said, I don't have any daughters, but I'm certain that daughters and wives can soften the hardest of hearts. God is wise. So that's kind of the whole premise when we talk about daughters. The thing that struck me the most, I'll leave with this before I hand it back to you to close it out. This is profound. And so when I said daughters touch men in a way in which nothing else can, there was a closing statement at the end of the documentary that said 95% of the men who completed the Date with Dad program never returned to jail.
Yeah. Wow.
95% of the men that went through that 10 weeks.
I'm so glad they got an award.
That danced with their daughters never went back.
I felt like Luther Vandross in there.
Did you know that?
That's where my daughter.
So go ahead, man. Close this out.
He's like, I'm glad I got that GED.
I think that was a great ending, man. I want to definitely commend and applaud
for sure
my cuz.
Hey, ask my mother, do she want to ask me something? Mom, you want to ask me something?
Mom, you want to ask?
She still on? She probably was like, y'all too long.
You want to ask something?
I never.
For a minute.
I should call her on the phone.
Call her real quick while we close.
Oh, yeah, but my sisters, my brothers on here, y'all want to ask me something?
They like
Tell Mumu Binky.
Y'all got any questions before we close?
Oh, shout out to Mumu, y'all, the baby here.
Shout out
to Mumu.
Mumu.
Long live Lance, long live Dirk, long live Deuce, man.
Karita said, preach past the V Gray.
So guys, we appreciate
absolutely
y'all
thank you for tuning in.
Y'all feedback, the questions, man. This was we always say this every week.
It was good.
This was probably one of our best shows.
It was.
I know, and I do feel like, because I got a whole bunch of notes, right? I didn't even talk about it because I wanted him to have a space.
Yeah,
I wanted you guys to talk about
I don't need no space.
I wanted to hear from you. I don't know about nobody else.
No, but what I'm saying is this. I feel like it's so much more we could have said. You know what I mean? It's so much more we thought about. But I like, where we kept it. Yeah. I think we probably need to do a part 2 though. Bring your friends.
We'll run it back and just remember.
No, I don't got no friends.
Is always.
I ain't bringing nobody to your house. I don't hang with nobody.
We don't do it. We don't have to do it here.
You sound like this with no beard.
No, but what I'm saying is, so
if I bring my friends, when I bring them in here, y'all gonna be like, "What you want the police in here?" Like they're gonna be friends from my job or something. Like I don't be hanging out no more.
I wouldn't even talk about like that. Why
we love the time, we love the space, we love the energy. So just remember, this platform is always about us leaning in, talking to each other more than at each other. So we've been the King's Cutting Board. The gentleman across from me in the green,
turquoise.
Green. Just say turquoise.
Sexy mint.
I like that. I like that, cuz. I like that.
No diddy.
Yeah,
no diddy.
It's sexy mint.
Goes by the name of
Choir Boy Bruce Bailey, man.
Executive producer Miss Mary Mack, all dressed in black, goes by the name of
Coach Princess D. But that's the thing. They ain't let me talk, y'all, but go ahead.
Go ahead. Hey,
another time. Nope.
What?
That's
why I have my head down.
You on the other side of the camera. You subject us. This has been Gerard from the award-winning
GED holder.
Gerard.
You hear me?
And if y'all didn't watch
Coffee with the Hearts maker. Huh?
Yeah.
Yep. It's so much that could stem out that show. Y'all need an encore. I want them to do it again if they watch it.
I think that Joe should definitely have another season.
It need an episode. It needs several episodes.
Talk to your people, Gerard. Yeah. It don't need a second season.
We fans already. We fans.
Yeah.
Everybody who wants second season, let me see everybody put a 2 in the comments. Everybody put a 2 in the comments.
Yeah.
Everybody wants it.
Because the folks who produced the joke, you say they on here.
Oh yeah, they on here. Oh yeah, by the way, shout out to see, they understand me because they came over to jail to see me.
Right.
So they already know like I'm overwhelmed. I didn't even know.
Wow.
I had to check the email, be like,
oh, you knew how to work the email?
I had to check it. So I'm like, I'm thinking I'm about to get a check. Say Netflix. Oh, Netflix owe me some money.
Oh man.
Yeah, Netflix. Oh, we gonna make one get on Netflix.
Yeah,
straight like that.
Run it back. Whoever the producers were, I saw Tony Lewis on the joint as an editor.
Tony Lewis. Hey, shout out to Tony Lewis. Matter of fact, I saw Cumberland with his father.
Wow.
Yeah, but shout out, good dude. Like
I don't know if it was senior, junior, and editor, both of them out here and active and
man. Guess what?
Love y'all.
The one that just came home, big guy, out Cumberland. Any beef happen, Tony Lewis come to the commander's office. Guess what he do? Got his pants up, talking real calm.
Yeah, Tony Lewis, yeah, tough.
Man, look,
tough.
This ain't even working.
Yeah.
Like, look at me, I've been in here. I listen to niggas like him. Nigga, you was running with, snitched on you. He came home, got killed. You came home, you living your life.
Yeah.
Exactly. Look how calm I work.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing the good work.
Yeah, but how we run both of y'all home at the same time and took the weakest link.
Right. Deborah Briscoe said, may God bless you all. Son.
Oh, she was still on
here. She said, son, God loves you.
Deborah.
And so do I.
I love you, son.
Yeah.
Deborah, he wasn't tangy.
That's a good way to close.
That's a great way to close.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, no
Absolutely.
I'll definitely be back, though.
Real.
For sure.
Appreciate you, bro.
God bless y'all. Good night. And remember, all we want is some peace.
And a peace. Peace.
All right, y'all. Later.
Good night.
We out.